Hey guys, welcome to Cosmic Hope Tarot. My name is Ilana I am an intuitive psychic tarot reader, twin flame specialist, and today I've been guided to do a reading for the collective around what may be holding you back from relationships with family, friends, relations. It could be significant others. It doesn't have to be divine feminine, divine masculine. It could be anyone, because I want us to be able to understand what's going on inside of us that may be holding back relationships, or what is spirit trying to show us. Like, for example, if you keep attracting the same kind of patterns in other people, people are showing you something that's going on within you. It's always about you. It's always about what you're going through. I'm outside today. You'll hear the birds. I'm filming outside, so you're going to hear the birds. They're very, very beautiful. And as I said, I'm getting people that keep doing similar things, and I'm getting patterns that people are projecting to me. Well, that only means that this is still inside of me. And so I want to try and understand this with you. And what I'm seeing is I can't let go of certain situations, or maybe I'm not forgiving, because forgiveness is a really big one. And this is where I struggle a lot, because something inside me judges so much that I can't seem to forgive, particularly family members, because of certain situations that have happened. But it's not about them, it's about me. It's about, if I have to forgive, because if I hold on to resentment, it's going to make me ill. It's going to get stuck in me, okay? And I won't be able to move forward. So I'm going to do this reading. I'm going to use these cards. And I'm going to use the inner child cards, and also healing with the angels cards. And I just want spirit to try and highlight for us how we can move on from all of this. How the divine feminine in us is about forgiveness, self-nurturing, and not judging, and doing our best to move on from situations that don't serve us, so that we don't have to repeat them again. So if you keep getting the same pattern over and over and over, if you keep seeing in someone a negative traits, or whatever you see in someone, it's still in you. Yeah. You may not acknowledge it in you, but it's in you. So if you see sadness in someone, then it's in you. If you see anger in someone, it's in you. Yeah, it's a bit like, you can only, if you have an orange and you push that orange, you're only going to get orange juice, if you know what I mean. Okay, so today we're going to look at that. So we're going to look at what spirit wants us to say to us, how to release these patterns. What can we do? It's usually the inner child work, and I've got the inner child cards. How can we get to such a level of balance in our lives where we don't need to see these patterns anymore, and we can move on in an easy way to an easier life? Okay, so let's have a look. So this is helping you to remove the blocks to your happiness in every way, in life, in career, mainly in relationships. I'm seeing here relationships. So if you're in a twin flame, so between you and the divine masculine, significant other, relationships with family and friends, this is when you see certain traits in them, or certain behaviors or patterns that keep repeating. And because this has happened to me, I'm here to teach it, because I want to learn myself as well. So as I do this, spirit will be showing me. Okay, so let's see what we've got here. Okay, we've got quite a lot of swords. The Gemini, Aquarius. There's a lot of Gemini in this reading. The Magician, Major Arcana, Gemini. Lots of swords, which is again Gemini, Aquarius. And we have got the Page of Swords. Oh my goodness. We could be dealing with a Gemini, Aquarius, or Libran energy here. It doesn't have to be. It could be you. It could be somebody that you're dealing with here. But there's a lot of swords, and swords are about, well, cutting people out, cutting situations out, walking away. The Magician is all about manifestation. In order to manifest the life you want, sometimes you have to let go of people. So if with codependency, if you are suffering, if you are struggling, if this person keeps showing you something and you're not ready, you can't see it in yourself, then maybe you've moved on from it and you're just being told to cut this person out. Or you may be just being told to give yourself space to find what this lesson is. So I'm getting a lot of swords here. So in the situation, there could have been a lot of deception from this person that you're dealing with. So deception, maybe they took from you something, they walked away with something that was yours, and you didn't get your share. Six of Swords upside down is saying to me that you're not moving on. You can't move on, or they can't move on. Something is not moving on. Something didn't move on. Something got stuck. So there's a situation between you here. Something is stuck. We will clarify in a minute. Then we've got the Page of Swords upside down. The pages are immature, so it could be someone younger than you. Page of Swords upside down. There's sometimes people gossiping about you, saying unkind things about you. Yeah. As I say, we've got the Five of Wands, and this is fire energy. It could be Leo, Aries, Sagittarius energy. So it could be conflict, that this created conflict in some way, or this is creating conflict for you. Okay, Five of Wands is about conflict here. So that's what I'm seeing at the moment. As I say, there could have been gossip about you. Page of Swords upside down a lot of the time is unkindness. People talking about you, gossiping about you. Could have been a Gemini. Doesn't have to be. Six of Swords, as I say, upside down. You have not been able to move on from this. Well, that's why we're doing this. We're going to clarify in a minute. Seven of Swords, and maybe somebody took something from you. That maybe you're due for something, or there was an unfair situation. Seven of Swords is also about being cheated in some way. It's very interesting because I can see, and that Five of Wands, Aries energy, I can see this with my life here, to explain to me about what's going on here, because I'm trying to move on and I can't move on from a situation. So that's the Six of Swords upside down with a family member here. Okay, so I'm going to clarify these cards now. Let's clarify. Spirit, could you please clarify these cards? Because what we want to do, we want to be able to move on. We want to be able to forgive and move on. Yeah. So the Magician is your manifester, but it's kind of like your manifesting is stuck. Right, I'm live. Your manifesting is stuck. Your manifesting is it's the postman, sorry. Your manifesting is stuck. Your manifesting is not able to move on. So if you're trying to manifest and you've got all these swords and all these issues going on, yeah, right. Clarifying the Magician is the Three of Pentacles. You want to create a partnership. Something is coming into your life. You want to build something. You want to come into partnership. This is more about career, Pentacles, Earth energy, grounding energy. Could be Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy. So the Magician together with the Three of Pentacles is very powerful. It's like creating a new job situation, a new partnership. It's more about that than relationships. Okay, clarifying the Page of Swords upside down. We've got the Ace of Swords. More swords. So there's more swords, you know. So it could be that someone is taking action to end the gossip, or it could be that someone is wanting to take action towards you in some way. Someone who actually did gossip about you or said nasty things about you. What's clarifying the Seven of Swords, we have the Nine of Cups, which is interesting. The cups are about emotions. Somebody is in their emotions about what they did. They are missing out on something. Only 9 of Cups here instead of 10. This could be Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. So there's only 9 cups here, but because of the way that they maybe cheated or they've missed out on something, and so they can't get their happiness in some way, could be, so they're being held back, or you're being held back because of it. Emotionally, clarifying the Six of Swords, we've got the Knight of Swords. I'm telling you, it's all swords here. There's a huge amount of Gemini, Aquarius here, Gemini and Aquarius, and a bit of Libra, but loads of swords here. Swords are about cutting people out, particularly the Knight of Swords upside down. The Knight of Swords is very, very fast energy. Knight of Swords upside down, clarifying the Six of Swords, is explaining why you can't move on, because it's so slow. It's so slow. Everything is too slow. Everything is stuck. Yeah, we've got stuckness here. The swords are keeping everything stuck. So you can't move on. You can't move on to this beautiful manifestation until you clear all of this. Right, now, the Five of Wands has been clarified by the High Priestess. More Pisces energy here. Pisces energy here. So the High Priestess is Pisces energy. And it's looking like the High Priestess has come into this situation, which is beautiful. The High Priestess is that knowing that you need to move on from the conflict, that you want your manifestation, you want to ground it, you want to get what you want here. So how are we going to be able, this is causing a lot of emotional conflict, that you can't get the happiness you deserve. You feel very close, but you haven't got it yet. And everything is very slow. And there's been a lot of unkindness. So, Spirit, how are we going to move on from this? I mean, can you direct me here? What do you suggest? We're going to look at the inner child as well. We're going to look at the angel cards. How do we move on from all of this? Because there's so many swords. And swords, as I say, is battles. It's fighting. It's conflict. It's pain. The swords, yeah? It's cutting. And because they're upside down as well, there's lots. It's like you've been stabbed in the back so many times. Whoever's watching this. And the High Priestess is the only major arcana in the whole of this read. Oh, sorry, no. We've got the major arcana of the High Priestess and the Magician. Right? So we've got Gemini and Pisces here. Gemini energy, Pisces energy. Two really powerful cards of manifestation. When you manifest with the High Priestess from love and kindness and forgiveness, then you're going to get a beautiful result, which is the Three of Pentacles, which is a new partnership of 3 people. Looks like a partnership with 3 people or 3 elements. Could be the mind, body, spirit, but I'm seeing more here. Money and work situation, 3 people. You've got the Magician, male energy, very powerful male energy, and you've got the High Priestess. So the divine feminine and divine masculine coming together here in a beautiful way, but we need to let go of all of these swords. So Spirit, what do you suggest? I can't shuffle these cards, they're too heavy for my hand. What do you suggest we do in order to get all of this to work for us? What do you suggest? Okay, so we've got more swords. 3 of Swords upside down, that's good. Okay, so if that's clarifying, it's telling us that we have to let go of the heartache. We have to move on from the heartache. That's a good one. Moving on from the heartache. What else have we got? We've got the 8 of Pentacles. Put a lot of energy into grounding yourself. Work situation. We've got 8 Pentacles here. Earth energy, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy. So putting a lot of energy coming out of the heartache. 3 of Swords upside down, letting go of the heartache, pulling the swords out and putting a lot of energy together. This is beautiful. If we let go of all of the swords, and all the nastiness that occurred. We let go of all of that, and then we've got the high priestess, we've got the magician, huge manifestations, putting all your energy into manifesting a work situation here, a beautiful work situation with spirit. So it's about spirit, it's about humanity, and coming into a partnership by letting go of the past and all those swords. That's what spirit is telling us here. Putting your energy into the Eight of Pentacles and letting the past go, and forgiving with the High Priestess. Just forgiving, just saying, I forgive whoever stuck all these swords in my back. I forgive whoever was uncaring and nasty, horrible, who was holding back my goods, because the Knight of Swords is upside down, so everything was coming too slowly towards me. Okay, we've got justice. Oh God, justice. There you go. We've got justice. Libra energy. I did say, so yeah, justice is coming to you. Justice is here, but the justice is not by sticking more swords in your back or anybody else's. The justice is by focusing your energy on moving on being grounded, on being, using that strong connection, divine feminine and divine masculine balance, and justice, beautiful feminine justice here. She's got a sword in her hand, but it's balanced. So this is more Libra, beautiful Libra energy coming in here, balancing everything out. Yeah. What else have we got here? What else can Spirit give us to help us with this? Ten of Swords, yeah. So this has come to an end. The Ten of Swords these are all the swords that were stuck in your back, but now it's time to let them go, to release them. Ten of Swords, this is transformation, to move on from all of these. Move on, because yes, you've been hurt very badly. People have stabbed you in the back. They've gossiped about you. There's been conflict. A lot of conflict. It looks like from a fire energy. It could be a fire energy. It doesn't have to be. That's held you back in some way. Okay. King of Wands upside down. Right. What? That again is fire energy. Yeah. Well, you've been called, the King of Wands upside down. You're calling to let go of your pride. Yeah. You've been called to let go of your pride in order to move on. So using all this beautiful balanced energy to help you to put your focus into the Eight of Pentacles, as I say, strong, powerful, grounding energy. You deserve justice. It's coming, but with balance, doing things with balance, forgiveness for yourself, to release it off of your heart. Because if you don't, then all the swords are all stuck in your heart still, and you can't do your work, because this beautiful partnership is here, and it's a beautiful connection of divine feminine, divine masculine, with justice and total manifestation without pride. Okay, letting go of the pride. King of Wands upside down, can you be very vain and proud? So letting go of pride and letting new ideas coming in, letting Spirit suggest things to you. We've got Seven of Wands upside down. Again, the end of battle with fire energies. You may have been standing up for yourself. Again, the wands are about fire, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. You may have been standing up for yourself, battling on your own, trying to protect yourself, but justice is here. So letting that go, that is going, the pride is going, and you have got this beautiful justice. Look at her. She's balancing the action, and the balance is all there. You can see it there. The sword is balanced now, isn't it? She knows what she wants. A lot of blue here, so a lot of healing energy. Yeah, a lot of creativity, a lot of healing energy. A lot of grounding, sorry, not creativity so much as grounding yourself a lot in this energy. And of course there's a lot of Pisces here, Libra, Pisces, Gemini energy here, earth energies, letting go of the air energies, the Gemini, Aquarius, Libran energy that could have been causing a lot of suffering. Let's have another few. Right, we've got judgment. We've got justice and judgment. Okay, so again, this is, to me, this looks like a couple. Could be a twin flame energy, a man and a woman maybe, or not gender wise, but divine feminine, divine masculine. And this angel is coming to give them the judgment, because maybe the whole relationship was being messed up, or it could be just there was stuff coming in, the swords were coming in from all over the place, hurting these two people. It doesn't have to be a man and a woman. It could be your divine feminine, divine masculine side not creating balance. So more, we've got judgment now as well. So more Libra energy here. More Gemini. We've got Gemini, Libra, Pisces. Those are the major arcanas. Gemini, Libra, and Pisces energy. So a High Priestess, Judgment, Justice, and the Magician. Okay, so basically a lot of balance coming in, a lot of balance, a lot of forgiveness, grounding forgiveness energy in order to move on, letting go of your pride. It's very important, because the King of Wands is upside down. You may have been hurt by a fire energy, as I say, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo energies, but it's time to let go of your pride and to move on to new partnerships. This is a lot to do with work situation, focusing your energy. Eight of Pentacles is focusing your energy on the grounding yourself, because then, you know, while you're forgiving, you're grounding yourself in your energy. And we're going to look at the inner child cards, which is a lot of self-love as well. Right, we've got the Ace of Cups upside down here. Let's clarify that with the Four of Swords upside down. Yeah, in order to be able to offer a cup of love to yourself or to someone else, you need to take time and space. Okay, Four of Swords upside down is rest. It's cutting things out, taking space. So if you feel you're not ready to make amends, because the High Priestess is about forgiveness and making amends, if you're not ready to do that, then take space from it. Take a breath. Take space. This is going out to anyone who may be struggling with relationships, with family, friends, struggling with career, whatever, struggling with your heart issues. The Four of Swords, as I say, is basically, you cannot make an offer of love. Ace of Cups upside down. If you want to make an offer of love to yourself first, you need to take the space from all the stuff that happened. Okay, so it's very, very clear to me what's going on here. I think the answers are very strong. So we're going to have a look now at the inner child cards, the fairy tale cards. So this is about self-love, inner child, self-love. So what can the inner child cards tell us? How can it help us on our journey today? We have Ace of Hearts. Okay. Ace of Hearts. The Earth Child. Back of the deck. What did I say? The Earth Child, okay? This is number 11. 11's a very nice... Well, we got the Ten of Swords upside down. The Ten of Swords is about moving on. The end. So 11 is about moving on. The number 11, very, very powerful. It's new. It's transformations. It's moving on, isn't it? Letting go of the past. It's the child opening their heart. You see the heart? And, of course, Ace of Hearts. So you have to open your heart. Open your heart. Here we have the beautiful energies inside of you, divine feminine, divine masculine. They don't have to look like a man or a woman. It doesn't matter. It's just the two energies inside of you coming into balance and opening up into this beautiful heart that can fly off, okay? So we have the Earth Child. What did I say? You have to ground yourself by keeping your heart open. Ground yourself. Forgive. Let go. In order to manifest, let go. You have to let go of all the swords, to pull the swords out of you. There's so many of them, so many swords here that you need to let go of. Swords are about taking action as well. moving forward. But until you take them out of your back, you're not able to move forward. As we said, you were just rooted to the ground with all of this, with everything that happened around you, that happened from this person or these people or these situations that happened around you. Okay, so now you're coming back. You've got to ground yourself. You've got to focus on yourself. You've got to forgive the high priestess. Forgive to move on, to rise above. Lots of heart energy. I'm going to look at the book now for the inner child cards, fairy tale. Right, the Earth Child and the Ace of Hearts. Ace of Hearts. There you go, it opened on it. Right. The essence of true love is, above all, faith in the ineffable reverence that grows out of the union with beloved. This beloved can be your inner self or another human soul. The root meaning of love is to acknowledge absolute concern for another being. In order to express this empathy for another, one must secure self-love. So if you don't have self-love, you can't empathize with anyone. You can't love another until you love yourself, okay? The root meaning of love is to acknowledge absolute concern for another human being. So to really be caring about another human being. But you can't do that until one must secure self-love in one's own heart. Your energies coming together. Your divine feminine and masculine energies coming together inside. In this card, two mermaids joyously push a winged heart up from the sea. It is offered as an inspired sunrise touching the golden light of the sky. This heart reveals the acceptance of love at the highest level, for the heart is the vessel of life adorned with wings of spiritual freedom. Acceptance of love at the highest level, for the heart is a vessel of life adorned with wings of spiritual freedom. Without your heart, you cannot survive. An ace in any suit is always positive. This card affirms that a new opportunity in the realm of love is rising out of the depths of the past, symbolized by the ocean. This new love may be a person, an idea, the realization of a dream, or a new creative endeavor. Open your heart to what this card offers you, because it holds the key to exploring the higher dimensions of universal love. Have faith in love, for it can comfort you in times of crisis. Love is like an eternal flame whose steady light can always guide you during times of personal darkness. This could be a twin flame situation, eternal flame. Love is always there and will never abandon you. The Ace of Hearts. Okay, that's absolutely beautiful. What I've got coming up for me, let's have a look at the Earth Child. The Earth Child could be a Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo energy. It could be someone that you need to give more love to, because they are an Earth's, they need more heart energy because they're too grounded. Maybe they're too grounded, or, you know, it's all about balance, right? The Earth Child. The Earth Child. I'm not sure how this goes. The Earth Child. Right, let's have a look at the Earth Child. The Earth Child, right. 127. Again, that's a number 10 and 11. 127. 11, as I say, is transformation. It's new creative things, new things coming in. Okay, in the traditional card, this card is the World. Okay, the World. In inner child cards, it's the Earth Child, an emwombed human soul preparing for rebirth. This child represents the culmination of a long journey. As the soul progresses through the passage of time, space, matter, and spirit, there is a re-emergence back into the primordial egg. At birth, a new being, complete and whole, makes its dramatic entrance into the physical world of earth, water, air, and light. This card suggests the potential of future development, the creative interpenetration of multidimensional consciousness. To be born into the material universe is to experience pain and suffering. Ironically, the most common bond uniting every human being on earth. Appropriately, this card has always been ruled by Saturn, The beautiful ring planet signifies discipline, responsibility, concentration, hard work. Of course, we have the Eight of Pentacles to that. Vulnerability and the resolution of all karma. That's the justice and that we've got here, letting go of karma and moving on. The Tibetan master Deke, writing through his disciple Alice Bailey, confirmed a profound link between Saturn and the Earth. Both planetary bodies are intimately associated with the divine ray or force carrying the energy of active intelligence and adaptability. By learning difficult lessons on Earth, lifetime after lifetime, that's what all the swords are, the human soul begins to comprehend the vast scope of existence in the infinite universe. The human embryo itself, while gestating in the womb for 40 weeks of pregnancy, recapitulates the entire evolution of life on this planet, as it progressively resembles first reptilian, then amphibian, and finally mammalian forms before birth takes place. The beauty, majesty, complexity, and uniqueness of life on Earth are woven together within the fabric of the human baby about to be born. There is an unusual yet distinct connection between this 21st card of the major trumps and its numerical reverse, the 12th card, Jack and the Beanstalk. The beanstalk that Jack climbs, linking heaven and earth, is similar to the umbilical cord uniting mother and child. Jack is a fairy tale version of the Hanged Man, which we have got Pisces here, the High Priestess, voluntarily decides to bear his cross and move through a process of self-sacrifice. This embryonic soul in the Earth Child makes a spiritually conscious choice to re-enter the physical world and once again take up the cross of earthly living. Just as the hangman reverses his understanding to prepare for the transition known as death, the Earth Child gives up its divine state of bliss to serve humanity and await the transition known as birth. So a lot of you will be humanitarians or healers doing love, God's work for humanity, giving divine state of bliss to serve humanity. So you give up your bliss to serve humanity in some way. The sequence of 22 major cards reaches its culmination in the Earth Child, but its natural process is a circular dance rather than a series of linear images and experiences. The embryo, containing all the meaningful experiences gained in the passage through the major trumps, matures into the Fool, Little Red Cap, and the cycle of life begins anew. For this reason, the Earth Child card is deeply associated with the magic of organic growth and spiritual forces at work in seed state. And that, of course, is the magician that's going to help you manifest your job here. Yeah? When this card appears in your reading, powerful and divine influences are gestating within your aura. Embrace them with an open mind. Remember how protected and nurtured you are by invisible helpers, guides, and teachers. You are never alone. Experience the universal harmony emanating from the sun, the sacred nucleus of the solar system, and become the rhythmic beating of your own heart, the radiant center of your body. The ancient saying, as above, so below, is true, for cosmic wisdom is encoded in your DNA and cells. Most of all, let a sense of childlike wonder fill your life. See with new eyes, touch the world as if for the first time. Summon courage for the rites of initiation that lie ahead. You're being reborn. Okay, the world ruled by Saturn. Isn't that amazing? So that's the Earth Child. So you're being reborn. You're being reborn, as I said. A new job is coming that you need to focus on. Justice. Make sure your heart is in it. Make sure you're in your heart energy. Lots of self-love, taking care of yourself. Let's see what you see, I'm channeling here because I know it's not easy sometimes to forgive people that stabbed us in the back non-stop. That's why we have all these swords. I know that. And I am struggling with it, and I'm handing it over here to Spirit. So Spirit is saying to me through this, you have taken on a human sacrifice, and you have been hurt a lot. I'm channeling this. A human sacrifice. You got hurt a lot in life by people, places, things, because you have a job to do here. And your job is majestic. Your job is very spiritual. Your job is, you're probably a starseed or a light worker of some kind, healer, and your job is all in the high priestess. You need to stay in high priestess energy. You need to forgive all of this, or else you cannot move on with your job. So what we're being told here is you were born to take on a lot of pain from humanity in order to be able to do the job that you're meant to do. And you are strong enough to do that, or you wouldn't have been given that job in the first place. Your soul knew. Your soul knew how strong you are. Your soul knew how much you are in your heart energy. Your soul knew what a magician, a creator you are. Your soul knew. And so you are going to be given the justice now. The justice is coming because you are doing your work for humanity, and the angels are here. So let's see what the angels are giving us today. Harmony. Harmony, okay? Harmony. So how does this help us? You could be a musician. You could be someone who works with music. Harmony is very important, because when you have harmony, you have balance. Everything is working together. So if, like me, you're struggling with letting go, if you're struggling with people that stabbed you in the back so many times and hurt you, that it affected your 9 of Cups and you couldn't get the happiness and the bliss that you deserved, you couldn't make that love offer towards yourself or others, they cut the love from you, you're being called to have harmony here. You're being called to balance everything out, to look at things in a more neutral way, to come maybe towards them, to balance things. You're not on the same vibration as they are. You're not on the same vibration as they are, but you need to be able to balance that a little bit in order to be able to understand them, in order to be able to see different perceptions. It's interesting, we got judgment is also about seeing things from different perceptions, seeing things from the divine feminine, seeing things from the divine masculine, seeing things in different perceptions, yeah? The angel is showing you things, balancing things out, 2 sides to everything. There's 2 sides to every story. So if you're sitting here in judgment of people that cut you off, that treated you badly, that stuck loads of swords in your back and hurt you really badly, that did whatever they did, the angels are asking you to look at this with harmony. The most important thing is harmony in life, because if you want to do your job as a light worker, a starseed, an earth angel, whatever you are, this is for me as well. If I want to do my work, I have to come into balance. I have to work in balance with these people, with me, with the energies. The divine feminine is nurturing forgiveness, love, kindness towards them. The divine masculine can get angry, out of control. The harmony card here, the angel here, is got a violin. Look, the violin is to do, the music can be very sad, very emotional, very connected to your heart energy. Okay, there's a lot of orange around here, a lot of sacral chakra. Using your creativity, there's a lot of blue, a lot of healing here, yeah? So trying to balance out this situation. It looks like this angel is in a box here, look, and they've taken themselves off to get some space. What did we say? We had the 4 of Swords upside down. That is taking space, meditation, handing it over to your higher power, saying, what shall I do? Praying about this situation. So this person is a bit like they've put themselves in a frame here. Yeah, maybe it's also about recognition. Do you feel invisible by these people? Did you feel invisible? Because you put yourself in a frame. This angel is telling you that you are not invisible. Yeah, when you create harmony in your life and inside yourself, you are never invisible. You are pure love, and that cannot be invisible. You are only invisible to the ego or from the ego. This is absolutely fascinating reading. I hope it helps people. The wings are green. If you look at the wings are green, and look at how the wings are being untied so this angel can fly. Look, because they need to untie the back. They've untied the back, and that is releasing stuff off of your heart. It's releasing stuff off of your heart, okay? So this could also be letting go of karma, judgment. So these two people, they could be going through karma together. Yeah, the divine masculine, divine feminine going through karma together, and the angels come to help them to deal with the karma so they can move on to the high priestess. They can move on to their twin or their soulmate. Yeah. It could mean different things to different people. There's a lot in this reading, and it's a general reading. So that's it. So if you want a personal reading with me, it's bellairilana@gmail.com. I hope this helps you guys, because I thought it was an incredible reading. I'm so grateful to Spirit for giving me this beautiful reading. Contact me, bellairilana@gmail.com. I do all sorts of readings, but the message that's coming through here clearly is harmony. Let the harmony come in. See things from different perceptions, judgment. So let the other perceptions come in, not just yours. Be like a newborn child to let new ideas come in, the earth child. New ideas come in. You want justice, yeah? Justice to come in. It could be that you're dealing with a soulmate that is fair, and you need justice around that soulmate or twin flame. Or red, harmony, red. Or it could be that the person that you're dealing with, and that resonates with me, has got blonde hair, and she, you struggled with this this energy, the fire energy. Yeah, so it's really, really interesting. It could be that you're dealing, as I say, with karma, and the karma needs to go first. With these two people need to dissolve their karma in order to move on to soulmates or to the right person by keeping your heart open. It could be lots of things, because you've been stabbed in the back and you need to take rest from the situation. Everything is moving too slowly, but you need to come back into balance in order to be able to create this balance and this harmony and this relationship. Okay, so I hope this helps anyone who watches. Please comment down below, like, share, subscribe. My name is Ilana Belair. I am an intuitive psychic reader, Earth Angel Starseed, twin flame specialist. And if you want a reading, as I say, it's in the description box below. Take care, love yourself, and I hope I too can follow from these messages. And the bigger one was harmony. So you could be a singer, you could sing maybe, or be involved in music in some way as well, because that is the big message. Harmony, to bring harmony into the world, to bring harmony into your life, to bring harmony into your relationships, so you can move on from all the backstabbing stuff. Yeah, so you can fly, set your wings free, and spend a lot of time with yourself, with your music, if you're a musician, with your emotions, connecting inside. That's what the violin does. It pulls on the heartstrings, doesn't it? It pulls on the heartstrings. Yeah. So there you go. Beautiful reading, guys. Take care. Lots of love, and hopefully speak to you soon. Thank you. Bye.